Hours or experience? What are they really paying for? Hi, this is Darren LaCroix with an important Get Paid to Speak tip. I just had this amazing experience in Australia. While I was there speaking at the National Speakers Association of Australia chapter in Sydney, I was one of 3 speakers, and the last speaker was a gentleman named Mike McKenzie. And what he does, he's not a speaker per se, but what he does is he's a video storyteller, and he works with executives and CEOs to help them tell their company story or their corporate story or their message in a very succinct fashion. And when I saw what he did and how he did it, I was impressed and I was amazed. And I had 2 open days while I was in Sydney, and I immediately booked time with Mike. Because what I realized is the way he works is I created one video for the front page of my website in 2 hours. But what we did is we actually shot it, put it on the screen, edited, took a look at what we had to do to put together to make the story flow and make sure one piece led into the other, led into the other. And when you watch this video, you'll see exactly what he did and how powerful it is. Because it is so easy. If we bore people, whether it's copy or video on our website, if we bore them for a second, they're gone. So what we need to do is keep the story flowing and make it much shorter. A lot of my online videos were 4 and 5 minutes. He was able to help me tell my whole story in less than 70 seconds, which that's pretty cool, especially if you've ever worked with me. I tend to just go on and on, even though I'm excited. Even my energy can't keep an audience engaged on the web the way it used to. So what I realized I was paying for in just 2 hours for one video, 2 hours for one 90-second video. Would you ever pay $1,000 for that? I would every time. But here's why. Because it wasn't for that 1 hour that I was paying for. What I was really paying was to tap into Mike's 20 years of television experience, where he stood behind the camera and watched and always looked and see how he could make the story more interesting and more exciting, and how to cut out the blah blah blah, and how to bring out of the personality in front of the camera and make them more interesting. So what I was really paying for was his ability to tap in and tell my story succinctly. It was his 20 years, not his 2 hours, that I was paying for. $1,000 was a bargain. In fact, it went over so well that I went back the next day and created 2 more videos for my website because I saw the power of his talent and his 20 years. So that's great for that experience, but what does that mean to you? That means everything to you. That means you have to stop looking at you're giving a 1-hour speech or a 3-hour seminar. What's the results you're giving them? What's the experience they're truly paying for? For me, I know now when I do a 1-hour speech, the audience isn't paying me for the 1 hour. They're actually paying me for years ago when I drove 2.5 hours to Portland, Maine to go on stage for 5 minutes for free and drove back. You know, it's that experience. It's that stage time that I did again and again and again now allows me to be able to do real well, engage an audience for 1 hour and take them on a ride. It's those years of experience that is summarized in that 1 hour, but not truly what they're paying for in that 1 hour. So understand, it is your experience. That's what you should be selling, not your time. So if you'd like to shorten your learning curve and tap into my years of experience becoming a professional speaker, check out Get Paid to Speak by next week. You're not investing in a CD program. You're investing in my experience to help shorten your learning curve. Check it out. Get Paid to Speak by next week.
Stage time. Stage time. Hey, it takes time. Stage time.